Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be so interesting, guys, because I'm going to be breaking down 8 ways that you can make money from what you know. And so if that sounds interesting, you need to keep watching. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and without much ado, let's jump into this video. Making money from what I know is one of those things I struggled with when I first started thinking about how to make money as a strategist, how to make money from my experience, from the wealth of knowledge that I'd already gathered from running my own business for a long time. And I think that is something that a lot of entrepreneurs, they suffer with. They're always worried about where the next buck is going to come from. And especially if you're in 9-to-5 work now and you're thinking about how you're going to take what you know and start to earn an income so that you don't have to sell your time for money anymore. I think that the tips I'm going to share with you, or the ways I'm going to share with you, are going to be very beneficial. So guys, you're going to stick with me, because not every way is going to be easy. You're going to need to put in a bit of work to get this product ready, and so that you can start to monetize your income. But every single item on this list is worth it and is completely legit. If I haven't tried it personally, I know people who have tried it and it has worked for. So let's jump into this list. Okay, I know right now you're ready to get it. Okay, the first way is through books. I'm generalizing. Books and ebooks are the same thing essentially. Books are, in my opinion, the fastest way to start to make money from what you know. Before you start to say, I know that I could write a book, but I don't know what to write. Girl, you have a PhD in biology, literally giving back everything you know, think, and have experienced. So don't get daunted by writing books, but books are number one way that you can start to monetize your skill. Number two is webinars. So some people call it different, and some people will say live workshops, but I call them webinars. And webinars are the first way that I literally started monetizing my platform, She Dares to Succeed, which was literally last year. They were the first way I started monetizing, and I was blown away by how easy it was to set up a webinar. There's so many webinar platforms. I personally like to use Zoom because it's simple for a non-techie person like me, but there's so many other platforms outside. I've heard of Webinar Jam and GoToWebinar, so there are quite a number of platforms. But what I really like about webinars is the fact that I didn't have to do so much work upfront. It was literally know what I wanted to teach, get in front of the camera, and talk to my audience, which is similar to what I'm doing with you now. The interesting thing was, most of the time the audience weren't even looking at me, they were looking at my slides. And so I was able to make money from something that I knew very well without the complex of having people watch me. Something you could do if you're not even comfortable on camera. You could create slides and talk through your slides. So webinars for me are a very, very lucrative way to market and to make money from what you know. Number 3 for me is online courses. So some of you guys may already know that recently I released my Amazon and my eBay course. In fact, I'm going to put the links in the description below. But I started to create these courses based on the success from my webinar. So I'd offered this webinar back in September last 2019. And they had done so well. But the chunk of the time that I was talking to people was something I wasn't willing to do often, because I had spent 4 hours talking to my audience each time I did the webinar. And it had taken so much from me. So I thought, right, if people are willing to invest in webinars, they must be interested in the same information, but in a different format. So I went and created my courses. There's so many platforms that you can host your courses on, and people are literally paying tons and tons of money, hundreds and hundreds of pounds, to be able to learn simple things, or rather things that look and feel simple to you. So people are learning how to make their children's hair through courses. People are learning how to make small chops, Excel. So And you guys may not know this, but back when I was an analyst, Excel was one of my favorite things in the world. Anybody who knows me from corporate world knows that I love Excel. And so you could essentially make money from something as simple as teaching people how to program, how to create YouTube videos, how to use Excel, so many things. So online courses are a very, very big part of the knowledge community of the industry right now, and you could potentially be monetizing your knowledge that way. The next one on the list is to create templates. Some people call them templates, some people call them workbooks, some people call them playbooks. It doesn't really matter what you call them. It's more about what they do. So you create resources and step 1 to 2 to 3 of what each person should be doing and the necessary results that they need to be getting from the workbook. And that's something you can do very, very easily. You don't need to make a complicated workbook. It could be something as simple as 5,000 words in a PDF format that people can download and learn what you're trying to teach them. The next item on the list is audio files. I think audio files are something that are out there, but they are still very untapped at this point in time because people think that it's either video or it's either books. But I think audio files are very interesting, especially if you're the kind of person who commutes to work, for example. Audio files will be your go-to. And so you could potentially create audio files that other people want to listen to and other people want to learn from. One interesting resource that I found recently online was an audio downloadable file, so an MP4 of prayers that you could listen to and you could pray along with. I also found the one of affirmations, positive affirmations, and I'm very big on positive affirmations, so this was a very interesting resource for me. You know, just speaking positively into your mind, into yourself, into your life, into your business. And it's something that you could literally have your headphones on, and as you go about your day-to-day life, you are listening to life. I know I said that anyway, but as you're going about your day-to-day life, you're listening to life in your ears. And so you could also create products that will be audio based and still pass on knowledge to your to your ideal audience. The next one on the list is to sell your time, which I really cringe saying, but it's still true, that from one-to-one. So I have clients who come to me to help them start their business in as quickly as possible. I keep them accountable. I tell them what to do. I share my experience and my knowledge with them, but they pay a premium amount of money. So these people would pay me not because of just the information, but because I'm giving them undivided attention at every point in time. And that's something you could also do for the short time while you're doing one-to-ones. You could also take the questions that your clients are asking you and then put that together into the other kind of resources that I have mentioned. The next one on the list is for you to literally go out and speak to people at speaking engagements. Speaking engagements are paid work. So you're going to have to go there, talk about your topic, teach people, give information, and get paid. You can go to universities. So for example, you have a PhD in biology. You have a PhD in biology. You could speak as a guest speaker at a university for maybe 2 hours and pass on your real life work experience of working in the field. And they would pay you to do that because not many people are pitching themselves as speakers. You do have to have, charisma and stage presence and know what you're talking about. But that's a way that you could potentially get paid for what you know. And the last one on the list is physical product, guys. Yes, I said it. This has a much higher barrier to entry because you have to find where to design your product and whatnot. So for example, in She Dares to Succeed, I created a planner for the whole year where you would use this planner to become more productive, to plan your life, to plan your day. You know what I mean. Anyway, because of my knowledge of, being overwhelmed in business, being unproductive, and everything I have experienced, I put all of that into this planner, taught people how to goal set and whatnot. Planner did very well, I must tell you. And so I think that this is a very good way, because right now everyone is thinking about digital products, but not enough people are thinking about actual physical product that you can see, touch, you know, and there's so much earning potential when it comes to physical products. So say for example, you're a yoga mom, you know how to do yoga. Why don't you put that into actual physical products based on your knowledge? Maybe it is the exercise ball that you think is lacking, whether you think it's the sports bra that people are wearing that is, you know, not as great as it should be. You could go out, design based on your knowledge and sell that for a profit. You would need to market every single way I have mentioned, but I think that it is way better than selling your time sitting at a corporate desk working day in day out, when you have so much knowledge, skills and potential that you could monetize. Guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video on my 8 ways to monetize what you know. Comment and let me know which one is your favorite one and which one you're most likely to try anytime soon. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Take care.